Now we have added numbers from 1 to 25 at random positions. Next, what we need to do, when the person clicks on these numbers in the correct order, that is, the person has to click 1 first, and when he clicks on the box with text 1, what we should do, we actually have to place a random number from the array having numbers from 26 to 50, because we want to display the numbers from 1 to 50 here. So at a time only 25 numbers can be displayed. So once the person starts clicking these boxes, if he is clicking in the correct order, we need to place the numbers from the next array, that is the array containing numbers from 26 to 50. So we need to implement the click on these div elements. So let's do that next. Let me remove these two console statements because I added it to show you how this num array will look at the end of this loop, right? Next, what we need to do, we need to implement the click event. So let us write $.box.click, and within this function, open and close parenthesis, open and close curly braces. And here what we need to do, we have to make sure that the person clicks the numbers in the correct order, right? If he clicks 3 first, we should not do anything. But if he clicks 1, we need to add the number from the array, that is the second array. So I'm going to declare a global variable here where current num, and I'm setting its value to 1 because we start from 1, right? And here, if $this.html, that is the currently clicked boxes HTML, is equal to current num, which means that he has clicked 1 for the first time, then what we should do, we should display a random number from this array in this place, right? So we can just copy this and change num array 1 to num array 2, and instead of $item.html, it should be $this.html. So let me copy this and change this to $this.html. That is, the currently clicked div elements text should be changed to a new value which should be picked from this num array 2, right? So it should be also fetched from random index. So I'm using the same splice method, and here num array 2.length, and this value should be fetched and set as the HTML of this current div element which is having the number 1. Then after this we should increment the value of current num, otherwise the value will be always 1. So after 1 is clicked, the number will be changed or the text will be changed, and the current num should become 2. Now let me save this and check the output. Let me refresh. Let me click 1. See, the number has changed to 44, which is a number from the second array, right? It is not added in the correct order, that is 26 is not added here. A randomly picked number is added here. Suppose I click 2. See, it has changed to 50. Suppose I click 5, nothing happens because we need to click 3 next. Suppose I click 3, still nothing happens. Why? Let me refresh and check once again. Suppose I click 1, it has changed to 46. Suppose instead of 2, I click 3, nothing happened because we need to click the next number 2. But even if I click 2, nothing happens. So there is some error in our code. Let me check. Okay. In this case, it should be within the if statement, right? If this value is equal to current num, then we need to do this and also this. So there should be a curly brace. I actually added this line of code. So as there was only one line, I forgot to add this curly brace. As there are 2 statements, we need to add it within curly braces, right? Now let me save this and check it once again. Let me refresh, click 1, yes, change to 50. Suppose I click 3, nothing happens. I click 2, yes, it is changed. Suppose I click 3, yes, changed. then 4, yes, then what is 5? 5, 6, suppose I click 22, nothing happens, 7, 8, 9, 11, nothing happens, 10, yes. Now on the div elements, let us change the cursor value to something else, because we are now not able to see whether we are going to click this or this. Okay, so let me specify cursor to be pointer for the box element, and let me save this, refresh, see, 1, 9, no, 2, yes, the number is getting changed. So as and when the value is changed, what we can do is that we can display the next number as the current num value, because we have already added two span elements to display the timer as well as the next number. So we will implement the timer part later. Now let us try to display the next number as the current number. So to give a clue to the user which number is to be clicked, let us display this value, that is the current number here. So what we need to do here, if $this.html equals current num, we can specify $hash, what is the ID? It is next num dot html as current num, so that it will be displayed. So here let us also specify next number as current num. Okay, now let me save this and check the output. Let me refresh, let me click 1. See, here it is getting displayed. So we need to have a BR element after this button to have a line space. Okay, let me save this, let me refresh, let me click 1. See, we are seeing here next number 1, then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is getting displayed correctly. Now when a new number is added from the second array, let's change the background color of this div element a bit. So it is not going to be an entirely different color, then it will be easier for the person to find the numbers, right? Instead, let us make a slight change to the background color. So here, after incrementing the value, let me specify $this, that is a currently selected or currently clicked div element dot css background, as I have already selected a slightly different shade of green. Let me paste it here and check it. Let me save this, let me refresh 1. See, a slightly different color is displayed as the background color. Let me refresh once again. 1. Actually, we can display the next number as 0 initially, right? Because when we click 1, it is slightly moving down as it is newly added. So here what we can do initially for the next num, let me specify next number as 0. Okay, so this will be replaced with next number as the current number. Also for the timer, let me specify timer as 0.00. We will change this value by implementing a real timer, but for the time being let the value be timer 0.00, and let me check how it looks like. Let me refresh. See, it is getting displayed like this. So let us try to move this towards the right hand side. So what we can do for that, for next num we can specify hash next num. Let me set float to be right, so that it will be moved to the right hand side. Let me save this and check how it looks like. See, it has moved towards the right hand side because we have added it within the main div element. So we can adjust the width of the main div if we want. Let me try with 375 and check the output. Oh, sorry. Let me save this and check the output. Okay, it is getting displayed here. Let me reduce it to 365 and check. See, it is now getting displayed like this. So if I click, okay, it should not be actually 0, it should be 1, right? The next number should be 1. I have added it as 0. See, we are seeing next number as 1 and timer as 0.